Test 1 2 3. Test mic test 1 2 3.
Yeah. Testing, testing, 1 2. Testing, testing, 1 2. There. Good, right? Radical. All right, should we mute them again though?
Yeah. We don't want music going.
Play.
You just
Unmute. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's JV football game. We have Kingsley versus McBain. Kingsley will be receiving in the first half.
Kicking off for McBain, number 44, Bryce Atcomb.
Number 44 kicking off for McBain. And the kick makes it about to the
Ball
30.
goes right to number 4 for Kingsley, who manages to take it a couple yards before getting taken down. Kingsley, first down.
Number 4, Skylar Workman on the return. Tackle made by number 44, Bryce Atcomb. First and 10 Stags.
Ball is passed to number 6, who manages to get it. Oh, interception by McBain, but it gets taken down by number 22 from Kingsley.
Merchant pass intercepted.
Number 9 with the
Pass
interception. That's Aiden
intercepted by
Kuchik.
McBain. First and 10 Ramblers
ball.
from their own 40.
Snap is off.
McBain tries to force the ball through, but it doesn't completely pan out for them. It will now be 2 and 10 for McBain.
Number 50, Grant Colbas on the tackle. Loss of 1 on the play. Second down, McBain.
Second and 10 at the 39. Ball snap is passed to the running back. It takes it right back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be third down.
Aiken, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 55, James Pearson. Brings up third down.
Handoff is made up the middle into the pile. That'll be fourth down for McMahon. The run was made by Blaine Houston.
Houston, the ball carrier. Gain of 1 on the field. Tackle made by number 20, Jacob Brown. That'll bring up fourth down for the Ramblers.
Punted away by Bryson Powers.
Ball is caught by number 22 from Kingsley, who just decides to take it there. It'll be Kingsley first down at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 Stags from their own 35.
Kingsley passes it off to one of their guys and manages to get stopped around like 40-yard line. And that'll be second down with 5 yards to go for Kingsley.
Pearson, the ball carrier. Gain of 5 on the play. Tackle made by number 23, Caleb Miller.
I do. Just +1 on the down.
Fumble by Kingsley, manages to get recovered by number 3, Pearson. It'll be Kingsley's ball, but
Fumble recovery by number
now
3,
it
John
is.
Pearson.
Now they're on their 3rd down with 10 yards to go.
Loss of 5 on the play brings up 3rd down.
Ten brings it up the middle just a bit, but unfortunately for Kingsley, it's not enough to get a 1st
Tackle
down.
made by number 51,
So it will
Caleb
be
Bannon.
4th and 8 for Kingsley.
Gain of 2 on the play will bring up 4th down for the Stags.
Kickoff from Kingsley, and just kind of keeps rolling.
Ends
On
up at about
down
the
at the
25-yard
25-yard
line.
line. Kingsley High School would like to welcome and thank Elite Physical Therapy, who is providing athletic training services for our student athletes. Be sure to visit Elite Physical Therapy for specialized physical therapy services and high-powered sports performance training.
Good thing about football, the only thing up there that matters is luck. There's something yardage. It's not official.
1st and 10 McBain with their own 25.
1st and 10 at the 25 with about 7 minutes left. Going to the outside, he goes up back up the middle and gets caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Powers, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 4, Skylar Workman. Loss of 3 on the play brings up 2nd down.
That'll be 2nd down and 13 for the Ramblers. Gets it up the middle of his running back, gets caught by the line of scrimmage.
Yep. 60. Ball carrier. 2.
That's Blaine Houston. With the
Houston, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 60,
That'll be
Max
back to
Schofield.
3rd down and 13.
No gain on the play, 3rd down.
Ball handed off to 44. Bryce Aiken.
Aiken, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 74, Caleb Bott. Gain of 3 on the play brings up 4th down.
4th down and 10 for the Bang Ramblers. And they're punting it away.
Ball lands around the 40-yard line, and it'll be Kingsley's ball.
Punt out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Stags. At this time, the Kingsley Athletic Department would like to thank Kingsley Family Vision Care for their support of Stag Athletics. Kingsley Family Vision Care is dedicated to helping athletes and the community reach their goals by providing eye health and optical needs right here in Kingsley. First and 10 Stags from their own 40.
Oh, number 4 for Kingsley manages to sneak past McBain defenses to get all the way to the 40-yard line on McBain's side of the field. There's a significant gain of yards there. Good play for Kingsley.
Gain of 19 on the play. First down, Stag.
Does it ever do anything automatically? Like, the only thing it does is if you get first down, it's down 80 yards. Other than that, and the scores,
Oh man, Kingsley number 4 manages to bring it all the way to around the 25-yard line once again.
Workman, the ball carrier.
That'll be Skylar Workman. He has managed to bring Kingsley to their first down of 2 plays in a row, which is very good for Kingsley, as they are now only about 25 yards out from a touchdown.
First and 10, Stags.
Ball gets handed off to number 60, who manages to take it away, but not enough for a first down.
Pearson, the ball carrier. Gain of 7 on the play brings up second down.
Ooh, almost a bad thing for
Fumble
Kingsley
on the play,
there, as there is a
recovered by
fumble.
Kingsley.
However, it's managed to be recovered by their number 5. Wait, never mind, they do not have a number 5. I need to figure out what that number was. Ah, yeah. Their number 6, Gavin Merchant.
Loss of 3 on the play brings up third down, Stags.
Kingsley is now third down with 8 yards to go. Ball gets handed off to their number 3, John Pearson, but McBain's number 34 manages to drag him down beforehand.
Pearson, the ball carrier.
Kingsley
By number 34,
Kingsley is now
Benjamin
fourth down
Rodenbaugh.
with 5 to go, so they'll probably go for a field goal.
Gain of 4 on the play brings up fourth down for the Stags.
Kingsley chooses to run the ball, and their number 4 manages to take it a couple yards, but I'm not sure if it was enough.
Workman, the ball carrier. Tackled in by number 51, Caleb Vanna.
Unfortunately for Kingsley, there was not enough. Oh, wait, was there?
0-0.
Gain of 4 on the play. First down, Stags.
I stand corrected. Number 4 managed to bring the ball far enough to get a first down for Kingsley. They now are first and 10 with only 14 yards to go. Number 6, ball gets handed off to him, and he takes it to the outside, managing to dodge McBain's
Pearson, the ball
defenses.
carrier. Brought out of bounds by number 2, Blaine Houston. Gain of 10 on the play.
Kingsley now is on second down with just 1 yard to go.
First and goal, Stags.
Oh, never mind. They made it to first down once again, and they now just need to make it to the end zone.
Touchdown, Stags.
Touchdown for the Stags. That is a touchdown by Kingsley. Managed to just kind of take it down the field and really run through McBain defenses to get that point, to get their points there for that one. Now I'm not totally sure whether or not they'll decide to go for a 2-point conversion or just go for a field goal. Not field goal, but a kick shot.
4-yard touchdown run by number 10, Colson Horton.
Alright, goes to kick it. Oh, there was a big fumble on the pass off there, and unfortunately Kingsley was not even able to get the ball set up to kick before McBain got to it.
6-0.
Kingsley is now in the lead, 6-0. Ball will go to the Ramblers. Mute it. Music.
therapy, attitude and experience, and simplicity. Don't forget, fans, tomorrow night the Varsity Stags will travel to McBain to take on the Ramblers. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. Remember, fans, if you can't make the trip to McBain, the game will be radio broadcast live on 104.5 Bob FM and streamed at www.1045bobfm.com.
Good save. You didn't say it.
Take him with the rolling ball out back to
How many times do I have to tell you? If it's on the teleprompter, Burgundy will read it.
1:26 left in the third quarter.
Kingsley will be kicking the ball off. McBain will be receiving.
Kicking off for the Stags, number 21, Evan Trafford.
Trafford going for the kick. Kick manages to get sent
Then
all the
rolling
way
ball.
to McBain's number 34. Who
All the way
manages to
jukes
roll
up and
right
last guy.
past
Goes all the
Kingsley's
way.
defense. That will be a touchdown for McBain.
Touchdown for
Touchdown,
McBain.
Ramblers.
Very quick retaliation for McBain there. Things just really worked in their favor on that kickoff for them. As
Kickoff return for a touchdown by number
number
34,
34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh
Rodenbaugh.
manages to weave past Kingsley's defenses and just even the game out within a matter of seconds. Good play for McBain.
Anytime there's a score, you can't have your hand ready. Otherwise, you can just hit any of the yards you got.
Got it. Yep, got it.
McBain with a 2-point conversion. Bryson Powers runs it into the end zone on the other side.
2-point conversion is good.
2-point conversion.
McBain leads Kingsley 8-6.
Wow, McBain managed to take what was a 6-point deficit and turn it into a lead for them as they succeed with their 2-point conversion.
Kingsley fans, if
Score is
you're
now
interested
McBain
in
8,
family
Kingsley
passes,
6.
They are now for sale on the first level of the press box.
Any music?
Kickoff for your Stags, number 22, Bodie Bayless.
McBain's break take him to kick it off.
Ooh, ball bounces off number 7, Kingsley's helmet, but it hits the ground and he manages to recover the ball yet. It's around the 35-yard line.
Number 7, Landon
First
Skripczak.
down, 10 yards to go for
First
Kingsley.
and 10 Stags.
That's great. Let's hit the 36 and a half.
First and 10 Kingsley from their own 36.
Alright. Ooh, ball is passed off to Kingsley's number 4 as he manages to take it to around the 45-yard line. That should be Kingsley's
Workman,
first
the ball
and
carrier.
10.
Tackle made by number 24, Avery DeRuiter. Gain of 7 on the play, second down.
Kingsley second down with 3 yards to go. Ball is handed off to Kingsley's number 3, John Pearson. Wait, never mind, it was a fake out. They fooled me, ladies and gentlemen. They fooled me.
Orton, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. At the end of the first
And that'll be the
quarter,
end
That
of the
will
first
be
quarter.
McBain leads Kingsley 8-6.
McBain currently with 8, Kingsley at 6 at the end of the first quarter.
Three for Kingsley to start the second.
We're back to second quarter with 3rd down and 3 yards to go for Kingsley. Ball is handed off to Kingsley's number 4, Skylar Workman, who manages to squeeze past McBain defenses all the way to McBain's like around 37-yard line.
Workman, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh. First down, Stags.
It'll be first down, 10 yards to go for Kingsley on the 38-yard line.
First and 10, Kingsley from the McBain 39.
Ball gets tossed to
First and
Kingsley's
10,
number 81, Chase Bott. Will now be Kingsley's second down.
Out of bounds at the McBain 32-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play brings up second down.
There'll be 3 yards to go for Kingsley. Kingsley ball is being brought through by their number 20, Jacob Brown.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Manages to make it
Tackle made
Kingsley's
by number
first down with 10 yards to
Benjamin
go
Rodenbaugh.
on the 20-yard line.
13-yard run, good for a Kingsley first down.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the field.
False start.
Offense number 74, It's a 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down. Thank you.
Be Kingsley's foul on Kingsley's offense. Number 74, Carter Schuler. Kingsley will be having a 10-yard penalty and repeating first down.
First and 12, Kingsley from the McBain 22.
McBain manages to take down the ball pretty early for Kingsley. It'll probably be, it's now Kingsley's second down.
Tackle made by number 82, Brett Elling. Gain of 3 on the play, brings up second down.
Second down on Kingsley with 9 yards to go. Kingsley ball gets past number 10 as he manages to weave through McBain defenses all the way to the 4th-yard line.
Colson Orton.
That'll be Colson Orton. Oh, but there is a flag on the play. Refs are currently talking to McBain, so it was most likely a defensive foul.
Block in the back, number 81 offense. It's a 10-yard penalty to replay second down.
Mind it was a foul on Kingsley. There was, and what? Kingsley will be having a 10-yard penalty and repeating for second down.
From the McBain 22.
Kingsley starts the offense as their number 4, Skylar Workman, manages to push it all the way through to around the 4-yard line or so.
Tackle made by number 34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh.
Just a pretty good play by Kingsley to hand it to one of their seemingly faster players to just kind of outmaneuver McBain defense and manage to make it 1st and goal for Kingsley. Ball's landed on the 3-yard line, so Kingsley is currently 1st down with just 3 to go.
Touchdown!
Touchdown! Touchdown for Kingsley. Score is now 12-8 with Kingsley in the lead.
Pearson, the ball carrier on the touchdown. 4-yard gain for the Stags.
Kingsley is going for a 2-point conversion now. Ball gets passed off to Kingsley's number 4, Skylar Workman, and the 2-point conversion is a success. Score is now 14-8, Kingsley in the lead. Kingsley will be kicking off, McBain receiving.
Your Stags lead the Ramblers 14-8.
9 minutes left in the, just under 9 minutes left in this second quarter.
Bill Eileen Moore. and Stillwater Energy. Thank you for your continued support of Stag football.
Bryce Acom and Benjamin Rodenbaugh back to receive Kingsley's kick.
Kingsley's number 21, Evan Trafford, will be kicking the ball off for McBain to receive.
Back to receive the kickoff for the Ramblers, number 44, Bryce Acom.
Ooh. Kick kind of lands a little bit short and is snagged by McBain's number 22, Jacob Billett, and he just drags it right down to around the 40-yard line. That'll be McBain's first down, 10 yards to go.
First and 10 Ramblers at their own 40. Sweet.
McBain breaks the huddle back up to the line of scrimmage. Hands it off to the edge of the oh, fakes it. He's going all the way back. He's in the pickle. And oh, he breaks one tackle, but he's sent way behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a pretty substantial loss of yards for McBain there. Very unfortunate. Darius, what do you think went wrong on that play for McBain? Just
I don't know. He just didn't see the opening, and when your defense isn't blocking, you can't help that.
Kingsley's defense was just kind of able to capitalize on that and unfortunately force our quarterback back into a corner for a loss of around 10 yards.
McBain hopes to shake off that one. Goes up with the QB sneak, but only makes it
Fumble
about
on the
2
play.
yards.
Recovered by Kingsley.
Kingsley has recovered a McBain fumble. It'll now be Kingsley's first down with 10 yards to go. On McBain's about 30-yard line. Darius, I don't know. This might just be me, but I feel like McBain's offense isn't really gelling well together tonight. What do you think could be changed, if anything, to make it work better?
James, I just think that since it's the first game, we're kind of shaky, we're kind of rusty, so we just gotta get back there.
Just out of practice, and while we were talking, Kingsley's number 4, Skylar Workman, manages to sneak his way by McBain defense to get all the way to around the 10-yard line. It should be Kingsley's first down with 10 yards to go.
Gain of 15 on the
Yeah,
play. First down,
I'd say right now McBain's problem just kind of comes down to this is the first game. They've still got a little bit of learning to do. You got freshmen coming up, this is their first JV game, and it just takes a bit of getting used to.
Yes.
So I think it's just kind of waiting for McBain to find the rhythm and hopefully manage to make something work with that. But for now, we just kind of wait.
Workman, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 51, Caleb Vanna. Gain of 3 on the play brings up second down.
All right. Skylar Workman manages to bring the ball about 3 yards forward, so now it'll be second down with about 7 yards to go. Touchdown for Kingsley. The score will now be 20-8 with Kingsley in the lead. And Kingsley's just kind of been overwhelming McBain defense and offense tonight. The way they're just kind of playing a little bit faster than we are, I feel like.
I feel that McBain's defense keeps getting faked out. They have lots of shifty players.
I think right now it's just also a matter that Kingsley is making much more confident moves too, Yep. You can tell that their team has a plan and knows definitely what they're doing, and unfortunately McBain seems to have yet to figure it out. But Kingsley goes for a 2-point conversion, and And number 6, Gavin Merchant, takes it to the outside and manages to bring it in for a successful 2-point conversion. Score is now 22 Kingsley and 8 for McBain. Kingsley will be now kicking off and McBain's receiving.
Will travel to Glen Lake to take on the Lakers. Kickoff is slated for 6 p.m.
I think one thing that would help on offense is just pass vision, you know? And I feel we could make some good running plays, but I see the outside, and you can have some good passes, you know?
It's just kind of like spatial awareness, you know, figuring out who your guys are, where they're at, and where their defense is at. And I think we just need to get a little bit better at spotting that and getting it to that point successfully and safely so we can make a move on the offense.
Yeah, like the old saying goes, don't work harder, work smarter.
And we need to just kind of work smarter right now. And now it'll be Kingsley's number 22, Evan Trafford, kicking off for Kingsley.
With Rodenbaugh and Acom out to receive the kick.
Kicking off for your Stags, number 21, Evan Trafford.
Ooh, ball gets kicked pretty low.
Caleb Miller brings it on the outside. Breaks to the outside, he's running. Takes over that all and trips over the guy.
Kickoff return by number 23, Caleb Miller. Tackle made by number 13,
Tackled by Tyler Unterberg.
That was a fairly decent return by McBain there, managing to get a couple of yards, and
Was.
definitely helped that. It would seem there was an error on Kingsley's part for the kickoff, as the ball ended up going pretty low and not very far. And McBain's Caleb Miller was able to bring it about 10 yards up the field.
McBain in pass formation. Comes across with the suit, and he's taken out behind a lot of students.
Now it looks to me like that was like a fake handoff gone wrong. There was a bit of a
Yeah,
mix-up between
Ruder, the ball carrier.
our quarterback and running back there, as they both seemed to got a hold of the ball, and neither of them really knew who was actually supposed to get it, which unfortunately for McBain has led to him being down, second down with 14 yards to go.
Those are also tough. Those are always tough. If you ever watch any of my games, I dropped like over half of those.
Ball gets in.
Puts it to Bryce Acom, which takes it up the middle. Not enough to make back to the line of scrimmage.
Acom, the ball carrier. No gain on the play. Third down. Timeout, McBain.
There's about 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Kingsley 22, McBain 8.
McBain has called a timeout.
Next Thursday, September.
So when I said work smarter, not harder, what do you think we should do to do? What skills should we use to perform that?
To be honest, I just think McBain needs to go in with a little bit clearer of an idea as to what they're doing. Maybe just a little bit tighter execution, more speed. Like
Down in 14.
their first play on this possession of the ball, you could see that it was a slight confusion as to what was exactly happening, which led to a loss of 4 yards. So I think just figuring out what the play is and how to best do that, you know, would be huge for McBain right now.
Prior to the play, false start on the fence. 5, third down.
Ball start, and it'll now be third down for McBain.
McBain's is
After
needing
the
a big
penalty,
game here.
third down and 19 for the Ramblers from their own 38-yard line.
19 yards to go for
McBain
McBain.
in pass formation. Oh, snap was down. So he's thinking it, but no, he just got behind the line of scrimmage.
Powers, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 55, James Pearson. That'll bring up fourth down for the Ramblers.
Maybe fourth down for the Ramblers. We are.
That last play was just kind of unfortunate, you know.
We gotta get more execution, you know.
It just feels like a lot of the players out there are very shaky on offense, and it is definitely showing right now. Just more confidence because that snap just didn't go where it needed to, which cost McBain the play there.
Yep. High but short punt for McBain.
Punt down by number 22, Jacob Billett.
That'll be
First
Kingsley's.
and 10 Stags from the McBain 46.
It'll now be Kingsley's ball from McBain's 46-yard line.
McBain back on defense. Let's hope we can stop him this time.
Yeah. Right now, I'd say McBain's best shot at winning this game is just having an iron defense and not let Kingsley get any more points because Kingsley has been moving quite efficiently.
Just like that play right there, tackle made by
number 57, Max Grams. Gain of 1 on the play brings up second down.
Keep
Kingsley.
having more plays like that, we can stop him.
Yeah. Because like that play only let Kingsley move a yard. McBain needs more plays like that to just hold Kingsley down so that way we can at least try to make a move on the offense, you know? Ball gets handed off to Kingsley's number 10, who sneaks past McBain defense all the way to the end zone. Touchdown for Kingsley by their number 10, Coulson Orton. Score will now be Kingsley 28, McBain 8.
Yard touchdown run from number 10, Coulson Orton.
That was a very good play on Kingsley's part. It was multi-layered. You could tell they wanted it to be a fake out, and they made it look like so many people had the ball, and to the point where the person that actually had the ball we thought was a decoy. But when it turns out that he had it, he was too gone. It was just good planning on Kingsley's part, which allowed them to get the touchdown there. That's just kind of planning McBain needs to execute, you know? Some just good plays to either outsmart or overpower their defense.
Touchdown is good.
The thing that is killing McBain defense is all the fakes that Stags are pulling.
And Kingsley has succeeded in their two-point conversion. It is now 30-8. Kingsley will be kicking off, McBain receiving. Ooh.
The Ramblers need to think of a new game plan. Not sure what it's going to be, but it better be good. They got a good coach. Jeremy Rodenbaugh is always a good coach. He has lots of experience, and I think he can try to more even up this game or maybe pull us through, pull McBain through.
Kicking off for your Stag, number 21, Evan Trafford.
Evan Trafford will be kicking off for Kingsley once again. Ooh, ball gets kicked really short and recovered by McBain's number 73, Caleb Gildy.
Kingsley's onside kick was
Kickoff
successful.
recovered by number 73,
Unsuccessful,
Caleb
but-
Gildy. First and 10 Ramblers at their own 48.
Right now, I'd say Kingsley is definitely having one shortcoming of their own that's becoming slightly more obvious as the game goes on, is that their kickoffs are not going very far, and I'm not sure if that's by plan or not, but right now this is definitely something that McBain can very easily capitalize on to get a touchdown, which let's hope they do.
There is a certain kind of kick, James, that
Take up
if
the
you
ball
kick it,
carrier.
if you
Tackle
kick it
made by
on
number
the
55,
either the
James
left or the right
Pearson.
side of the ball, it'll like spin. It'll either spin or go straight to the ground. And lots of kickoff, lots of people who try to kick it off, they try to get the ball back by doing that because it fools the people who are receiving the kick.
That might be the case. But the way McBain manages to bring it forward about 4 yards, and making it their second down with 6 to go.
Bryce Aiken with about a
Taking the
7-yard
ball
gain.
carrier. Tackle made by number 74, Caleb Bott.
Okay. Even if they aren't making a whole lot of yard gains, it definitely seems like right now McBain's offense is, at the very least, gelling together a little bit better than before. You know, we aren't having any major mistakes aside from the fact that Kingsley's defense is just big and able to stop us, unfortunately. But at least things seem to be running smoother for McBain offense.
I think that too. Just under a minute to play in the first half. 30-8, Stags are up. Bryce
Taking
Aiken
the ball
takes it up.
carrier.
Might be a first down.
Tackle made by
for
number
the
55, James
McMahon
Pearson.
Rams.
Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up 4th down.
4th and inches for McMahon Rams.
Well, there's also only a minute and a half left in the second quarter, so McBain needs to make moves soon. Otherwise, halftime's going to put a stop to anything they have planned. And the clock is currently on the move.
Ball on the 42 for McMahon
4th down and
Rams.
1 for the Ramblers.
They're taken behind the line of scrimmage.
Powers, the ball
By the
carrier.
loss of
Tackle
5
made by number
by the-
54,
by
That was
Bryson
Powers.
for
Powers.
Brian George.
That is too bad. That was a gamble gone wrong for McBain, because anytime you try to run the ball on the 4th down, there's always that little bit of risk. And even though we were only inches away from our first down, unfortunately something went wrong, and Kingsley's defense was able to tackle our number 3, Bryson Powers, behind the line of scrimmage, making it Kingsley's ball around the 46-yard line, with less than a minute to go in the second quarter. It's Kingsley's ball.
1st and 10 Stags from their own 46.
Kingsley's number 6, Gavin Merchant, manages to sneak past McBain defense all the way to around the 20-yard line. That was just another use of Kingsley's fake-out strategy, once again, where they make it look like the ball could be in any one of their multiple runners' hands, and it worked out once again as Gavin Merchant managed to get by McBain defense, and they weren't able to realize until he'd already gained about 40 yards on them. And Kingsley's number 4, Skylar Workman, gets stopped a bit early on that
Workman, the
play.
ball carrier. Tackle made by number 23, Caleb Miller. Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd down.
There appears to be a timeout by McBain.
We'll talk about that other big play by Kingsley. If Jacob Billett wouldn't have been there to save it. It would have been another touchdown for the Stags.
Yeah, that's just kind of, I've probably said this once before, maybe even too many times, but Kingsley's just kind of running an offense with layers, you know? It's not necessarily about power speed, although that's definitely a very important factor, but it's just kind of about outsmarting McBain defense, making it look like anyone could have the ball. And it is working, as, like I said, Gavin Merchant managed to sneak by McBain defense all the way to the McBain's 20-yard line.
To do this, they use 3 running backs behind the quarterback, so you don't really know who has it.
Yeah.
Because the one who doesn't have it is always blocking in front, probably with his arms
Yeah.
pretending he's protecting the ball. So then everybody is confused.
Yeah, you know, they make it look like everyone is only pretending to have the ball, and by the time we notice who actually has the ball, they've already made a several-yard gain on us. That's just something McBain needs to figure out how to detect, otherwise Kingsley's going to run away with this game.
Merchant pass complete.
He's drug out of bounds by Bryce
Chase
Akers.
spot.
And there's currently only 5 seconds left in the second quarter.
And that pass completion is good for Kingsley. First down.
It will be first down for Kingsley.
Okay. I'm allowed one mistake.
You're doing awesome.
Kingsley goes to kill the clock, but
Well,
they're going.
Kingsley tried to manage to get in there for another touchdown with only seconds left in the second quarter, but it did not seem to work out for them. Second quarter is now over, and we're going into halftime with Kingsley at 30 points and McBain at 8. We will be back with you after halftime.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am stepping in for Darius. I am Christian Mitchell, and the matchup between
Here come your
with the Kingsley Stags and the McBain Ramblers in the JV football game. Right now, the score is Kingsley with 30 and McBain with 8. I'm here with James. James, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I've got myself some pizza.
Okay. So the McBain defense at the beginning of the game was falling apart big time. Kingsley, their offense has been amazing.
Yes.
All those fake outs and everything is just confusing.
It's a mind game. Their offense is more mind game than power,
And
which
they
is
are
working.
winning, yes. So to come back out, what do you think McBain head coach told his players?
I'd say he's probably like being hyper aware for the Kingsley fake out play, you know, where they set up like 3 running backs and it looks like everyone is pretending to hold the ball. I'd say if anything, they're going to be on high alert for that, as well as just hopefully trying to be faster and stronger to shut their offense down before it can really go places. Because when Kingsley moves, they move like 20 yards at a time, which is not good for McBain.
Yeah, and again, that McBain offense, they need to step it up. From what I've seen, they've just been running the same play.
They just look-
sometimes they get 3 or 4 yards off of it, but sometimes they get 2 taken away from them. You know what I mean?
And I'd say this is just speculation, but from what I've seen, they seem to be running the same play because when they haven't, some things tend to go wrong, you know, like they're still very new and they probably haven't had time to run these plays to perfection yet. So they're going with the one they've got that at least works somewhat good, but it's still not working good enough. So I'd say McBain just needs to really get smoother on their offense, figure out what works for them and how to do it consistently.
Right, and you got to remember, this is the first game.
Yeah.
This is the first game of the season. There's going to be nerves and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
All right, starting for the third quarter. Oh, I lied. Excuse me. There's 3 more minutes. I apologize. I didn't know that. All right, I think we'll mute and come back when game starts.
See you
We'll
then, folks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And again, so far, this game is quite one-sided. Kingsley with 30, McBain with 8. If you're just tuning in.
Although it's never too late, but
And for the start of the third quarter, McBain will be receiving the football. Let's see if they can get something started, right, James?
Yeah, let's hope.
Coach probably gave the players a nice, stern word. Come on, get your head in the game. Let's focus. I know it's the first game, but come on, let's get the nerves out. Let's have a fun time. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Right now, I'd say, yeah, it's just about finding a rhythm. We have yet to find that, so
Yep.
here's hoping we can make something click in the second half.
All right, receiving the ball for the Ramblers, you got number 34, Benjamin Rodenbaugh, and number 44, Bryce Acom. Kicking off for the Stags is number 21, Evan Trafford. Oh, it looks like McBain had a switch. Looks like we got number 23, Caleb Miller, returning for the Ramblers. Excuse me.
Kingsley set to kick off the second half. Number 23, Caleb Miller, back to receive for McBain.
There's the kickoff. Looks like Rodenbaugh will pick it up. He's going to run. Gain about 5 yards so far, and he's down at about the 30-yard line. Sorry, excuse me, the 35.
Rodenbaugh on the kickoff return. First and 10, McBain.
I'd say these first few moments of this half are going to be very important for McBain. They could just kind of decide the mindset that they're going to go into it with, because, you know, where your mind is at is definitely a big factor in your play style. So here's hoping they could start with something strong and just kind of manage to maintain it. Ooh, ball being brought up by Bryson Powers. He managed to sneak it past Kingsley defense until Kingsley's number 6, Gavin Merchant, manages to snag his feet. But there is a flag on that play.
Offense, number 73, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Looks like there's a penalty on the defense.
Offense.
Excuse me. McBain, getting a 10-yard penalty. They're back
First
on the
and 20 for McBain.
right now. They're on the about the
On their
25-yard
own
line.
24.
First and 20 for McBain here. Looks like second down.
Bill at the ball carrier.
Actually, we had Caleb Miller.
Gain of 3 on the play will bring up second
Gain
down.
about
McBain.
3, second and 17.
I'd say this has honestly not been the ideal start for McBain, so
It looks like a repeat of what they did the first half. I'm going to be honest.
really hope not, but I can't speak for the players, but I'm just hoping they're not carrying over that defeated mindset that definitely set in during the first
Yeah,
half.
I think they need to get that mindset. Yeah, we can come back to this. Comeback time, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't put, first and 10 on the fumble.
Sink the ball inside of the fumble.
And there is a flag,
Fumble
seems
on
to
the
be
play.
2.
And Kingsley recovers, I believe. Yeah, Kingsley.
Recovery by Kingsley.
Stags get it. Stags will be on the 25.
This could
First and 10.
This could very well be the death blow to McBain. If
Could be the
not,
dagger. Well,
if not points wise, definitely in morale, because
you gotta remember it's still the first, or it's still the third quarter. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Start of the second half. They got a whole another quarter to play.
I guess, but however many quarters you have doesn't really matter anything if you're defeated up there.
I guess that's true.
So, and
Let's
Kings,
see if McBain can
First
turn
and
up
10,
that
Kingsley
defense.
from the McBain
let's hope,
29.
because Kingsley has just been overwhelming us on all forms of play, offense, defense. They just seem to be bigger, faster, and smarter. So, I think we need to, at the very least, attempt to be smarter.
Number 7 with the. Oh, fake. Number 22 going with the ball. Number 6. Jagger Corliss with a
Pass to Bayless,
tackle.
complete. Tackle made by number 6.
Bode
Jaeger
Vilas,
Corliss.
excuse me if I said that wrong, with a
Results of the play.
6-yard
First
carry.
down,
First and 10 for the Stags
And
on about the 14-yard line.
so Kingsley's offense, once again, just coming out of the halftime strong. I'd say their coach probably just went, keep doing what you're doing, guys, because it is working, and they clearly listened. As
Number 6, Gavin Merchant with a touchdown there for the Stags. Score is now 36-8.
Number 6.
wow,
Gavin Merchant.
just overwhelming. Kingsley is,
Looks like they're going for the 2-point conversion here.
yeah. Wow, this is, it's kind of overwhelming, you know?
Hey, Kingsley came out here with the right mindset. Oh, we're gonna win this game. They
Yeah.
kind of lost it.
It's like they're just kind of moving more fluid and everything, you know. Kingsley definitely has their offense and defense figured out, which is a huge benefit to them as well.
Number
Point
20,
after touchdown
Jacob
is
Brown with a
good.
2-point conversion.
2-point conversion by number 20, Jacob Brown.
That pushes
New
the
York
score
Stags lead the
to
Ramblers
38-8.
38-8.
Kingsley up big.
And less than 3 minutes into the third quarter, Kingsley has already scored their first touchdown of the half. Wow. And, you know, to be honest, I'm not totally sure
Once again,
how
our
much of this
training
really
services are
boils
being
down to being
provided by
McBain's fault,
Elite
because
Physical
from what
Therapy.
I've seen, Kingsley is just
Elite PT
a very
excited
good
working
team,
with
you
the
know?
staff and
They,
athletes of Kingsley this year.
they're big, they're strong, they're fast, and they're playing smart. So
Yeah.
they really just have a lot of things going for
And
them.
this
That
time we'd also like to
even if
recognize the
McBain
members of
played
our
at their A
Stag
game, they would
Club.
still definitely be a tough
King
fight.
Farr,
So
Tony and Bob King.
I'd say
John
we
and Katie
would
Center.
give Kingsley this game, but if there's a rematch
Grandma
later
and
this season,
Grandma Bayless.
McBain probably gonna spank him.
McGinnis
McBain just
family.
gotta, get
Wendy
in
Knowles
that
Fine.
in that groove.
You
You
know?
know what I mean?
The
Yeah,
Bayless
Figure it out.
good offense, that good defense. They just gotta figure it out, like you just said.
Yeah.
Family.
uh-huh.
Ray Fisher.
I mean, about half of our
Ben
roster
and
is
Dennis
freshmen,
Silver.
so they've never played football
Jack
quite on
and
this
Vicky
level before.
Carey.
Right.
So
Thank you
that's
for
a
your
lot of
continued
figuring
support.
out to do for them.
Yeah. Kicking off for the Stags, number 21, Evan Trafford. Receiving for the Ramblers, you got number 34, Rodenbaugh, number 23, Caleb Miller. And honestly, James, it looks like Coach is playing mostly freshmen out here so they can get that experience. You know,
Yeah, you know, to be honest,
they're down big.
I feel
Might as well
like-
play the little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Play,
feel
play
like
the younger ones.
this is
Let
just-
them get a feel.
McBain's coach has just kind of said, all right, we're not going to focus on winning. We're just going to focus on giving the team experience. Because
Right.
the more experience all the players on the team have, the better the team ends up being.
Right.
You know?
And like next year,
So-
when some of these freshmen don't move up to varsity, that JV team will be really good. And as we say that, Caleb Miller runs to the 50-yard line after the return.
Tackle made by number 7.
So
Landon
yeah, I'd
Skripczak.
say McBain can walk away with the loss in the game, but let's hope they can at least gain
First
a win
and
that
10
is more
McBain
experience
from
for
their
their
own 49.
newer players, you know?
Yeah.
Because team's only as good as their weakest link, so you still want your weakest link to be strong.
Number 3, Bryson Powers, and that quarterback for the Ramblers. Bright Powers keeps it, tosses it to 22. It is dropped. It's an incomplete pass.
Powers pass incomplete.
At least McBain was able to recover that
Intended for
instead
number
of
22,
that
Jacob Dillon.
lethal fumble that
They-
happened earlier over there, giving the ball straight to Kingsley.
They didn't it was an incomplete pass, James. That's all right, though. You're still learning. It's okay.
Not a sports.
It's okay. It's okay.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Second and 10 for the Ramblers. Powers getting the snap. Passing it to number 24, Avery DeRider.
Powers pass complete. Number 24, Avery DeRider.
That was a
About
rather
7.
successful play. And,
Excuse me, gain of about 4.
and to be honest, I think these kind of plays are things we need to do more often. Right now, McBain has been so focused on forcing it through, on forcing the ball through, but with Kingsley's just kind of size advantage, they've been able to stop that. So I think we need to start throwing in some different strategies to the approach too, such as passing and maybe not able to adapt it tonight, but a similar fake-out strategy to Kingsley's.
Powers getting the snap, hanging it off to number 2. He, about 6 yards on the play for the first
Using the
down.
ball carrier. Pushed out of bounds by number 25, Cole Osborne.
First down for the Ramblers. Blaine Houston.
Gain of 5 on the play. First down, McBain.
That was a good play. We need that first down, you know, refresh, kind of be able to go at it without as much stress as to what happens if this one goes slightly wrong, you know?
Right.
Just kind of keep focus on forcing that ball down the field any way you can.
That was a good play for McBain there. Who knows? Maybe they will make this comeback. It's 30
Possibly.
points.
I mean, I've seen stuff like this before.
Oh, yeah. Bryson gets a snap, hands it off to number 23. He goes behind. Gets about 6 yards on the play.
Miller, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number
Miller, the
22,
ball
Bodie
carrier there.
Bayless. Gain of 6 on the play brings up second down.
2nd and 4 for the Ramblers here. About 7.5 minutes left in this third quarter. McBain still down. Kingsley at 38. McBain at 8.
Yep.
So, honestly, James, so
Second
far,
down and 4.
on the second attempt at the
Kingsley
offense,
35.
McBain kind of marched up the field.
We're kind of working on something right now, you know, a little bit less of just force it through and more think your way through, you know, what's going to work based on the scenario, you know? Like there, instead of sending like someone right through the crowd, they tried to send someone around the crowd and it managed to give McBain about 6 yards, you know?
No gain on the play.
It's about mixing things up, you know?
Third down.
Not becoming too predictable so that way you can kind of keep Kingsley's defense on their toes.
Right, and you can keep gaining them yards. Right. 3rd and 4 for McBain here.
Yeah.
Powers ready to get the snap.
Douglas, he's only got one good eye, too.
Bryson passing it. Incomplete. Number
Powers
24,
pass
Avery
incomplete to
DeRider.
number 2, Waylon Houston. No gain on the play will bring up fourth down.
That is
So it's
too
4th and
bad.
4 right now for the Ramblers. And honestly, with this kind of deficit, might as well go for it. Because I think Stags have to bring it all the way back down the field, you know what I mean? You can go for some points. I think that's a smart play. Go for some points, and if you don't get it, then they have to come all the way down the field, so you have a good chance to stop it.
It's just kind of that point where you gotta go bold or go home,
Right,
you
you
know?
gotta take some risks.
Because we're not gonna beat this
Flag on the
deficit by
field.
like playing safe every time we're in like 4th down
Right.
territory. You know, we need to just kind of start going, all right, so what if we're on 4th down? We need to make something work here. So we're going to at least try to make something work here, you know?
Defense number 25.
Oh, and as that happens, there's encroachment on the defense here, and McBain gets a first down.
Our strategy already paid off.
Look at that.
Go bold, and go
First
forward.
and 10 Ramblers.
1st and 10 for the Ramblers here
Stags 29.
from the 29-yard line.
14. How many hits? I don't know. I'm trying to find them.
Bryson with the snap. Tosses it off, and it gets intercepted.
Man,
That was just a mix-up on the play.
Powers
there.
pass
Yeah.
intercepted by
I feel
number
like the
6,
ball didn't quite go as
Gavin
far
Merchant.
as our quarterback intended for it to go, you know? And unfortunately, Kingsley's defense was already there to kind of make up the short, like how the ball went short and catch it. And
Yep.
the ball is now, unfortunately, for McBain, theirs.
All right, Gavin Merchant there with the interception. But You gotta give it to him. That was a really good read
Yeah.
from Gavin there.
Mm-hmm.
And he just went right up and snatched it.
Yeah, just
and
kind
now
of
it's their
saw
ball.
through what their plan was and capitalized.
And that's some good football right there.
Yeah, that's like what
Mr. Merchant.
separates just average football players from good football players.
Right,
and
right. Being able
Merchant,
to read that
yeah.
is pretty.
And
pretty
tonight,
good.
Merchant has, at least in my eyes, been proving that he is a good football player.
Yeah, he is.
You know?
He's a very good player. If I'm correct, I believe he has 3 touchdowns
Yeah.
by himself. I believe. I could be wrong.
So he is
He
seems to be a staple for their team.
Yes, very much so.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Stags.
There's a fumble on the play there. Stags keep it. 2nd and 10 for the Stags here. On their own.
Loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd down and 11.
On their own 14.
I'd say
McBain defense kind of needs to step it up here. They ain't gonna get a stop.
like if we could stop or even better like intercept at this point, you know, we could very easily manage to turn that into a touchdown, which could turn into momentum to take this game back, you know?
As we say that,
And I jinxed it, ladies and gentlemen.
I believe that was number 6, Merchant, with the carry, getting the first down
Merchant
for the
the ball
Stags.
carrier. Tackle made by number 51.
And there he
Caleb
is
Hanna.
again,
Yep.
just proving that he's that good of a player.
Uh-huh.
Walking
Caleb
right
on
up to the
play,
first down.
First down, Stags.
Now McBain really needs to get a stop here. He need to hold him the 4th, maybe give him a couple yards, but they really need to get a punt here. They really need Kingsley to punt right here,
Yeah.
so they can even have a chance to turn this around.
Yeah, I'd say McBain's best shot is getting this ball before Kingsley gets over to McBain's side of the field, you know? Oh,
Oh.
Kingsley went for kind of their fake-off play, but it did not work as well in their favor this time around. This McBain defense is able to figure out who had it
Tackle made
and
by number 1,
took him
Landon
down.
Color. Gain of 4 on the
Landon Color
play
with a tackle
brings up
there.
2nd down.
With the help of Caleb Vanna. It's now 2nd and 6 for the Stags. That was a good defensive play from
Yeah.
Landon Keller and Caleb Vanna there. They like they saw where
They
he was
were
going and they took it out immediately.
They
That was
managed
good.
to determine who had the ball, you know? Mind games don't work if you're smarter than the mind game, you know? So
yeah.
we got to work on just figuring that out.
And there we see number 20 for the Stags, Jacob Brown carrying it for the first down.
Brown, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 82, Brett Elling. Gain of 14 on the play. First down, Stags.
Yep.
McBain's defense starting to fall apart again here.
Unfortunately, yes, I'd possibly getting tired, you know, but like I said, Kingsley's offense is just good. It's layered, it's powerful, and it's fast. It's just a triple whammy of bad things for McBain defense.
Merchant, the ball carrier.
You know?
Yeah, Kingsley just been able
Tackle made
to
by
march
number
right up the
16,
field.
Calvin Throop.
Just kind of have their way with
Gain
McBain
of 9 on the
defense.
play.
I feel like McBain's
Second down.
line needs to step up a little bit. They need to not let the Kingsley line just walk all over them. But
Yeah.
that's hey, it's the first game. We got to get out those jitters.
Yeah.
Got to understand. Like you said, it's a bunch of freshmen out there. They haven't played football at this level. Now they're learning, right?
Yeah. It's about giving experience. And,
Right.
You know, sometimes you're not always going to be able to overpower the line because at the
Second
end
and
of the
1,
day, the
Kingsley,
bigger person
their own
will
48.
usually manage to get it.
More
So,
than likely.
unfortunately, size isn't something that can be taught.
Right. Number 16 with the ball for the Stags. Taken down by Rodenbaugh.
That'd be
There's a
Matthew
flag on
Martin.
the field.
Martin, the ball carrier. Flag on the field.
Try to avoid the hit it off the screen, really. Yeah, straight up, too. Yep.
Let's see what the penalty is here. Holding.
Offense
Holding
number
on the
7.
Stags.
10
Number
yards
7.
penalty for second.
Landon.
That's good for McBain.
Excuse me if I pronounce this wrong. Grace check.
Scripps check.
Okay, thank you, James. Thank you. And that's a 10-yard penalty. It's second down and
After
about
the penalty,
5.
that brings up second down and 5 for your Stags.
Stags are still on their own 45, 46 somewhere around there.
44. But
My bad. All right. Anyway, let's see if this McBain defense can hold them.
Let's hope.
10 with the ball. Gets taken down by number 56 of the
Working the ball carrier.
Hoytenguff
Tackled
for
in by
the
number 56.
Ramblers.
Luke Hoytna.
That's third down and about
Gain
5.
1 on the play.
It's
brings
just
up
like
third
another
down.
example of McBain learning, you know?
Hey, that was a good defensive play there.
Able to sniff out who had it out of Kingsley's offense and just take them down before too much damage was done.
That's very
You know,
smart.
they only managed to get 1 yard off that play, which is not definitely nowhere near as much as what they had been. So it's a slow but steady improvement.
Right.
Which
McBain needs
is
to really focus right here.
Which is what we need.
If they can keep this.
it's good at
And
the
as
very
I
least.
say that, number 6, Gavin Merchant running the ball.
And once
25,
again, Merchant
20,
just
15, 10. Nobody can catch him. That's a touchdown for the Stags.
Touchdown, Stags!
Merchant goes to work once again for the Kingsley offense.
54-yard touchdown run by number
It's
6,
like his 4th
Gavin
touchdown tonight.
Merchant.
Ramblers just could not keep up with him. They just could not catch him. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, Merchant just a big scorer tonight. He once again shows up to play and just kind of save Kingsley from a possible,
punt.
yeah,
Yeah.
and turning it into points. Like, that's what good players do.
This is where McBain needs to score a touchdown just so it's not too big of a deficit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they can walk out here with some pride. You know what I mean?
So it's not too much of a blow to morale.
Right. You don't want the McBain players to be like, oh, we lost this game. Our team is bad. No, we don't want that. We need that. We need the mentality of like, oh yeah, we can do better. We can improve here and here and here. That's what their coach needs.
We can go like
right now.
so we can walk by going, all right,
Evan Trapper.
that team was really good. What can we do to be better?
There's a false start.
Flag on the field.
Ramblers. Number 44, Bryce Acom.
Play. Encroachment. Defense number 70. Half a distance.
Encroachment at number 70. Henry Boss, I believe. My bad. I thought it was a false start. And we'll get another attempt at the extra point. Number 21, Evan Trafford going for the extra point. It goes up, and it's through for the extra point. Successful.
It is good. Your Stags lead Ramblers.
I'm going to be honest, it's not very common you see a JV team go for a field goal. That's a nice kick.
Those extra points are not really something you go for, like just even at the high school level in general, you know, because there's honestly a lot more skill in getting a football to go through.
Right. Wait.
The post than what you think.
You gotta remember, it's all up to that setter. Because if he doesn't catch that ball, there goes the field.
And there's a lot more moving parts almost than a 2-point conversion. So it's just kind of cool and also impressive to see a JV team go for it and pull it off.
That's pretty cool. Now McBain really needs to score something here. They need to march up the field. You know, I would even be happy with a play that we get 10 or more yards. That's something we can work with. You know what I mean? They can go back and watch the film, see what they did well, and try and recreate that. You know what I mean?
It's just kind of all about making it so you can keep having the ball. You know, you want the ball with you as long as possible. You know,
and you know, good football. 3 or 4 yards is okay.
Yeah.
But you just got to make sure you get that first down is all. But if you get 3 or 4 yards on every play, you'll be fine. You just got to get that first down. You got to be consistent with it.
Yeah. It's not always about a whole lot of yards at once. Sometimes it's just about enough yards to keep the ball with you for that much longer, you know?
If you keep that every 4 yards every play, you keep that momentum with you until you're all the way down to your own goal line.
It's just something that we just need to kind of get to work in our favor.
They need to watch the film and, like I said, see what they did well and keep working with that. See what they can improve on.
Yeah.
And here we have number 23, Caleb Miller with the ball, running for the Ramblers, and he trips and falls. Gavin Merchant was right there to get him. Oh,
yeah.
Injury timeout on the field. To better allow medical staff to attend to any potentially injured athletes during today's competition, While allowing other participants to have the opportunity to hydrate when possible, members of the Northern Michigan Football Conference have agreed to have game officials direct the teams to their respective team huddle or team sideline, depending on the duration of stoppage in play due to the injury, rather than taking a knee on the field.
And due to the injury on the field, me and James will mute until it's all cleared out. Looks like he's walking off the field with some help. Oh, I lied. There is no help. He's jogging off the field. Look at that.
Now that is a champion, ladies and gentlemen, taking the hit and getting back up.
Right.
You know.
Right. Looks like McBain's walking back onto the field now.
It's good that Caleb Miller was able to get back up. I mean, you know,
Walk
it's
back
not
up.
that's not easy, you know, especially with the wind knocked out of you.
Right.
So,
It's really cool.
well, I'm not totally sure whether or not he'll keep playing.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Time will tell.
Looks like we have Blaine Houston out to take his place here. Powers ready to take the snap. Gets it. Hands it off. And number 2, Blaine Houston, knocked down immediately.
Wilt, the ball carrier.
Looks like
Tackle
it'll
made by
still
number
be
84,
2 yards,
Bryant
10 to go.
George. Gain of 2 on the play brings up second down.
Again, 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Ramblers with about a minute 15 left in this third quarter.
Yeah. And at
If
least,
McBain can at least score a touchdown here, that'd be pretty cool.
although there's no huge, like, at least the clock isn't a huge threat, you know, it's not like halftime. At least if we keep the ball, we manage to, like, keep the place after
Right.
the quarter, too.
And there's Blaine Houston
know.
again with a carry, gaining about 4.
So,
Houston, the ball carrier.
McBain still shouldn't worry about trying to get the ball up the field fast. We just need to work on getting the ball up the field so we can keep the ball, you know?
Like I said, just get that 3 or 4 yards every play, get the first down, and just keep that momentum going with you.
Yeah.
And here we have 3rd and 4. Here's where we need it, right here.
Yep.
Let's see if McBain can get it.
Do or die time.
There it is. Handoff to number 22, Jacob Billett. He's going, and he didn't get it.
He attempted to go outside, but Kingsley's defense was able to see through that and shut him down, leaving him nowhere to go.
It's now 4 and 7 for the Ramblers.
Flag on the field.
Oh, there's a flag on the field.
Sweet Billy doesn't mess around over there. Who is it? Bill Bartholomew. He does baseball in the spring.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. 15-yard
And
penalty.
sportsmanlike conduct called on the Ramblers there. They got a 15-yard penalty. And I can assume that McBain's probably going to punt this because it's 4th and long. Let's just say that.
I would very much hope so, you know. I'm all for playing brave when you've got nothing to lose, but there's a difference between playing brave and playing stupid. And, you know,
Plus, yeah, the stats
fourth
would be
down
right
with
there.
22 to go, only 18 yards away from Kingsley's
Right.
end zone. That's not bravery at that point. That's stupidity. So I'd certainly hope that they'd punt.
And there's the punt. It's high. They don't touch it. It rolls to about the
48-yard line
48
for
of the
South.
McBain Ramblers side of the field.
First down, Stag.
10 seconds left in this third quarter. So far, McBain's offense, they started doing better.
Yeah.
But that Kingsley defense was right there to stop them every time. And
It's just-
that Kingsley offense has been able to march down the field. McBain has had a couple of good stops, but not enough.
5-8.
Yep. Oh, and that ends the third quarter.
Me and James here, mute. We'll see you back
Take a quick
at
break.
the fourth quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Start of the fourth quarter. Stags are getting the ball here at about the 48-yard line. Honestly,
Yeah.
McBain and Kingsley have both played some good games.
Yeah.
Kingsley obviously a little bit better than McBain.
And
As the
they
score
just-
is 45-8.
Yeah.
Well, McBain isn't doing too bad.
Or at least we at least stopped the third quarter from being as bad as the first,
two.
second quarter. You know, let's just hope. I'd say, to be honest, what McBain should go for right now is just holding Kingsley to their current score while maybe trying to make a couple of their own. You know,
Right.
I'd say at this point it's just kind of like figure it out and play defense and try to make at least a couple gains on offense.
Right. Here's the Stags with the ball now. Hand off to number 7. There's a flag on the field now. There's a gain of
Flag on the
10
field.
on the play, but there is a flag on the field.
That's how it works. Running clock.
Offense number 64.
Holding on the offense, number 64, Gavin Deere. So all those yards that Kingsley just got, they had to take right back.
Yep.
Now I believe it's 1st and 12,
Most
1st and
likely.
13. Looks like.
After the penalty,
There was
first
some
down
loss
and
there.
12 for the Stags.
But as Kingsley has proved before, an extra 3-yard penalty doesn't really bother them all too much. So we just need to see how we can play this out.
McBain with a good stop there. Kingsley only got about 2 yards on their carry there.
Proud the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 18, Kevin Smith.
Well,
Bain
McBain is
Smith for the Ramblers to take him down immediately.
managing to
Eight
hold
of one on the play,
Kingsley
brings
to
up
minimal
second down.
movement, which is a good step in the right direction.
right.
You know.
I'm in trainer mode.
Tomorrow night, the McBain varsity boys football will be playing against Kingsley at home. The game will start about 7. Tune in to watch it on Rambler Review. There's 16 with a carry. Number 34, run ball with a stop.
Martin the ball carrier.
Still keeping Kingsley to a safer distance, you know, not letting them travel as much, and that is improvement.
That's what we need. Yep.
You know, I'd say at this point, this game isn't about winning anymore. It's about improving.
Right,
You know,
right.
That way, the next game we can
Take
come
those
in
improvements.
better,
Right.
stronger, and
Ball on
just
McBain, 44.
hopefully take a win in the next one.
Right.
You know.
It's 3rd and 6 here for the Stags. Hand off to number 20. And someone's there to take him down immediately. Number 56,
Brown
I
the ball
believe.
carrier.
Right.
Luke
Tackle made by
Hoyt.
number 82, Brett
And-
Oh,
Elling.
excuse me. Number 82, Brett Ealing.
Gain of 1 on the play will bring up 4th down.
And we have held Kingsley to 4th down. That is
It's 4th and 5.
definitely good. I would assume Kingsley wouldn't risk it, but and they'd probably punt. But I guess I can't speak for what they decide
No,
for sure.
It looks like they're gonna play it.
Oh wow! And I
4th and
guess
5.
at this
I
point they
mean,
don't really have a whole lot
right.
to lose, you know.
Yeah.
But okay, we just need to hold them
What's
further
that?
still. Oh, false start.
Flag on the field.
False start on the Ramblers.
Yep. Let's hope
There
that.
goes that 4th and 5, eh?
Maybe. I'm not sure. How much does a false down move them forward?
I think they get the first down automatically. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about football. 4th and 1.
Ooh.
Encroachment. Defense number 56, 5-yard penalty.
Sorry, encroachment.
Penalty on the number 56, Luke Hoytinga.
After the penalty,
4th and
4th
1.
and 1 for the Stags.
And they're gonna go for it again. It looks like they only have to make up 1 yard here. And someone's there to take him down.
Hey, we still managed
McBain
to
will
hold
get
them.
the ball.
Martin the ball carrier.
That is good, even
That was some good
Tackle
defense
made
there
by
from the
number 2.
Ramblers.
even with that little bit of help from the encroachment call, we managed to hold Kingsley there.
Right.
So we get the ball, you know. This is
McBain gets the ball on their 39. 1st and 10. So 9 minutes and 35 seconds, excuse me,
So
on
now
the clock.
we just need to like turn this into points, or at least decent offensive gambit.
Right.
You know, like
Take
something
at least
that
30
at least gets into the area. You know, because
Get like 35 to 40 yards, maybe. That's a good offense right there.
Yeah,
That'll be a good improvement.
at least over what's been happening for sure.
1st and 10 Ramblers
Bryson
from their
Harper
own
just looking to
42.
get the snap here. Gets his number.
Ooh, fake
He
pass.
keeps it himself, and he's running. He's going. He gets 10 yards. He's going. He's going. Nobody can catch him. 20, 15, 10. Oh, and he gets caught at about the 11-yard line.
But there,
Hey,
that was
there's
something.
that 35 yards.
We made it work, you know?
Tackle made by number 10,
Improvements
Colson
are
Martin.
definitely happening, you know?
Well,
Flag on the field.
Like you said, a big chunk of yards is good, but that small 6 or something at a time would be great.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a flag on the field. McBain's starting to walk back.
Oh, man.
We'll see what the call is.
Yeah. But either way, I'd still say that was definitely solid, you know? It's getting us closer to points, you know? Further down the field. Like I said, you know, it doesn't really matter how that happens as long as it happens, you know?
That penalty was a illegal block in the back. Being 10-yard penalty has to go all the way back, but they still get their first down.
Ramblers from the Kingsley 45.
And now they're on the Kingsley 45.
Yep.
45 to 8, Kingsley up with about 8 minutes and 35 seconds.
So still not horrible for McBain.
Blaine Houston with it. He gets out of the tackle. He's going, and he drops. Lost a 2 on the play there.
Yeah.
It'll be about 2nd and 12.
I'd say he just lost balance, you know, when that one Kingsley defender managed to get his hands on him. It was clear balance had been lost,
Right.
so couldn't recover it quick enough while still dealing with other defenders.
But at least he didn't fall back further.
Yeah, he managed to
go
still
a little
bring
bit.
it up a bit,
Right,
even if we
right.
still lost yards.
A loss of 2 is better than a loss of 6, though.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it.
Because when loss happens, we just still got to work on minimizing loss.
Rodenbach getting the snap this time. Handing it off to number 44. Oh, number 4, Bryce Acom with it. He goes and gets about 10 yards on the play. It looks like it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Tackle made by number 13,
Nice.
Tyler Unterbrink.
Looks like about 3rd and 2 maybe.
It was just overall good movement by Acom there. You could definitely see that
Third down
he
and
was
3.
just kind of taking like those small side steps, you know, and
Right.
just more
Moving
precise
his way
movements
through that
required to
defense.
outmaneuver Kingsley defense for as
Right.
long as he possibly could, and managed to bring it to 3rd down with 3 to go. So,
Rodenbach getting the snap again, keeping himself. He's going.
and
He
he
gets
threw.
the first down, and he's down at about the 28. First down and 10 for the Ramblers. And they're still getting those yards. Look at
Yeah,
that.
this has so far been a good quarter for McBain, you know.
This has been the best offense they've
And
had
defense.
all game.
Yeah.
Right.
Granted, it might be coming a little bit late, but McBain definitely seems
Hey.
to be figuring things out, which will be
Late,
helpful
right.
for the next game, you know.
Late, yeah, like you just said, it'll be helpful. Late is better than never.
Yeah. It's all. At this point, the name of the game is improvement.
Rodenbach handing it off to number 6, Corliss. He gets about 4 yards on the play
Corliss,
there.
the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 10, Colson
2nd and
Martin.
about 7.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd down.
About 6 minutes left in this 4th quarter. McBain showing up late.
But still showing
2nd
up
and
now.
6 for McBain.
Right. Just getting those jitters out, you know what I mean? Rodenbach hitting the snap off to Houston immediately. Looks like he got a couple yards.
Houston, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 77,
About 3rd and
Lucas
5.
Bunning. Gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd down.
So now 3rd and 3rd down with 4 yards to go for McBain. So
I gotta get it right here.
yeah.
Third down and 5.
Because
Ball on the Kingsley
this is probably the
25.
closest McBain has been to scoring a touchdown for most of the game. So you just gotta hopefully make it work.
Taking the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 3, John Pearson. 8 of 3 on the play brings up 4th down.
All right. And it's now 4th down with just 1 yard to go. So I'd assume at this point in the game they're probably just gonna try to force it through, especially with the fact that they're actually decently far up onto Kingsley's end of the field. So not a whole lot to lose here, but quite a bit to gain. So
4th down and 2 for
let's
McBain.
just hope that whatever they try for offense ends up giving them at least that 1 yard we need.
Has his boys district final moment where he starts the clock when the kids still have last year that was so miserable.
And unfortunately for McBain, they got stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they were not able to get first down. It will be Kingsley ball.
First down, Stags.
All right. Well, that bit of offense might not have got McBain any points, but it still
They
was.
still went from, I believe, about the 39 that they're on side all the way up the field.
And it went through some clock, you know, so that's definitely a lot less time that Kingsley has to try and score a point.
It really doesn't matter right now, James.
I know, but still, like,
There's 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. McBain's down 37.
The junior varsity Stags will travel to
Yeah, it's
Brunswick to take
37.
on the Lakers. Game
what I
time
said,
is 6 p.m. On Thursday, September 2nd, varsity
Just
will
a reminder,
host
folks.
the annual salute to service game.
McBain varsity will be playing the Kingsley Stags varsity at McBain. Tune in
First and
at
10
7
Stags from their own 24.
on Rainbow Review. The band will be playing. Looks like the Stags snapped it immediately. He gained about 2 on
Martin, the ball
the play
carrier.
there.
Tackle made by number 82, Brett Elling.
You know, James, I haven't really seen the
Gain of
varsity
3 on the play,
practice for that.
second down.
I don't really know how good they're going to be this year. Do you think they're going to be pretty good? They were last year.
are we talking McBain's varsity?
Yeah,
or-
McBain's varsity.
I can't say for sure, but I know we've definitely got like a couple guys that should be promising, you know?
Right.
We've got people who move fast, we got people who are built strong and big and are
Right. We gotta
able
ha-
to block and stop. So I'd say at the very least we have potential, although I haven't seen them in action enough to
Right.
know for sure now whether they'll be a true force to be reckoned with.
And I think McBain's
Script check the
maybe
ball carrier.
after tonight they're gonna
Tackle
get
made by number
they're gonna
3,
see where they can
Bryson
improve
Powers.
and see where they
Yeah.
see where they can improve and do better.
No gain on
In
the
the
play,
next
brings
game
up 3rd down.
they'll play really well.
I'd hope. And like I said, this is honestly kind of a rough first game because Kingsley is
Kingsley
definitely
has
a
been
very
practicing.
solid team.
3rd
You
and
know,
7 for the
I haven't
Stags.
seen a whole lot
Ball
of
on their
big
own
folks and
27.
Right.
how they play. So
Maybe a couple fumbles early, but other than that, they've been keeping it nice
Yeah.
and tight. Oh, Blaine Houston thought someone had the ball, couldn't get there. Number
Osborne,
60
the ball
for
carrier.
the Ramblers, Peyton Skolton there with the tackle. Brought
Tackle
him
made by number
down
60, Peyton Schulten.
after 1 yard there. It's 4th and 7 for the Stags here.
yeah.
Like you said,
And the
they
fourth
ain't got
play
nothing to
brings
lose.
up
They
fourth
might as well
down.
go for
Actually,
it.
it's 4th and 4th. But
Oh, excuse
you know,
me. I apologize.
I might say they may not have nothing to lose, but at the same time, I
McBain's
still, no
right
matter how
there.
much of a lead I have, would not try to make a move on
Well,
4th down with 4 yards to go still when you're
Okay.
on your
I
30-yard
understand that.
line.
But they also get practice with 4th downs, though.
I
You notice
suppose.
that?
Yeah. And
so, like, in
they
a-
went for it anyways, and it
Right.
worked.
So, like in a close game when they have to go for 4th downs,
Yeah.
they'll remember this game and, you know,
They
they
will
have this
have
practice.
yeah.
Play results in a 1st down, Stags.
After that, the Stags do get the first down
Yeah.
on their own 39-yard line. About a minute 10 left in the game.
1st and 10 Stags from their own 39.
The game, I'm afraid, is pretty well over.
Yeah. Unless like someone like develops super speed,
Right.
which I doubt.
Brown, the
Gain
ball
of 1
carrier.
there.
Tackle made by number 82, Brett Elling. Gain of 2 on the play brings up 2nd down.
All right, that'll be 2nd down with 8 yards to go for Kingsley. I'd say at this point, McBain just kind of wants to at least make sure Kingsley doesn't get any more points. You know,
Right.
we've managed to hold them to no touchdowns this entire quarter. I think we'd want to keep that,
Second and
you
8
know?
Kingsley.
I mean,
from
with
their
20
own 41.
seconds, they're gonna have to go for like some kind of Hail Mary thing here.
Yeah, but, I mean, Hail Marys are like for desperate situations, so I'd rather
Right.
doubt it.
I think they're
You
just
know.
gonna let the clock run out here.
It would appear that is what they have intended.
Well, from the Rambler Review crew, we appreciate you guys watching us and supporting us.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank the crew we have here tonight. I'm Christian Mitchell. I was joined here with James Taylor as an announcer. We have Skylar Young, he's up there. Up on the roof, running camera. The Trinity Berlin, Darius Pena, and Gavin Scott. Now, two of those are new to the program, and they are playing, or sorry, not playing. They were doing very well tonight.
Darius was my co-announcer in the first half, so.
Right. And Gavin was up there running camera for basically the entire game.
Yeah.
And he did a pretty good job, I thought. That's what I was told anyway.
So, just
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think me and James are gonna head out. Just a reminder, McBain will be playing the Kingsley Stags tomorrow night at 7 in McBain. You can tune in to Rambler Review, or you can come join us at the game. And with that, I think, have a good night, folks.
we have been Rambler Review. See you tomorrow.